Hi everybody, we're back. So Toto has had a bit of a rough week since you saw him last week. He ended up having an abscessed tooth which made his eye just kind of explode, and it was just a bad week. And then I got him to the vet and he had 4 teeth removed. So poor Toto has to wear the cone of shame. So you may have heard the expression with our little dogs, this little plastic cone is called the cone of shame. And Mr. Toto here got me thinking every time I saw him, because he looked so sad, of how we maybe have our own cone of shame that we wear. It may not be quite as visible, but we all carry around guilt and shame. We've all made mistakes. We all have fallen short of the glory of God. And so this week, I just wanted to talk a little bit about shame and something that I thought might be a helpful word to remember. When you have these times of shame, when you're ruminating and beating yourself up, because we know we can be our own worst enemies, I just want you to remember the word breathe. Breathe. And what it means. What it means is embrace your brokenness. That's the B. So the first step in helping to overcome shame is to realize we're all broken. We're not perfect. We can put on this facade, but it's not going to make it better. We all have a brokenness. So breathe. B is embrace your brokenness. And the second letter, R, is relinquish control. We love to control, but God tells us to surrender. And we need to surrender this control. It just makes life so much more peaceful when we let go and let it go, as my pillow says, let go and let God. And so that's B-R-E, is evaluate yourself with honesty, is really do a self-evaluation. When you do something wrong, as we all do, take responsibility, evaluate, and do it better next time. Learn from your mistake. Just don't try to get through it. Don't try to push it under the rug. To work through it, to evaluate yourself and what you could have done better. And then A is make amends. Where possible, make amends. If you've hurt somebody, if it's a possibility of a healthy relationship, sometimes it's not possible to make amends, but make amends. And then T is think of a whole new way. Instead of ruminating on the past and all your guilt and shame, is think of a new way. Think of doing it better. And then the final letter in breathe is E. Encourage others with your story. We have to learn from our mistakes and use those stories to help others. So just some things to think about when I was thinking of shame. And I've used the terms guilt and shame kind of together, but actually there is a difference. The feeling of guilt is something that we've all had when we make a mistake. We feel bad. But guilt is really a feeling about what we've done. Shame is about who we are. And that's what we need to get rid of. We need to get rid of the shame. So it's time to take off the cone of shame. Toto, are you ready? We're going to take off Toto's cone of shame because he's done with it. And we're getting rid of our cones of shame this week. And we're going to walk in freedom, because that's what this Easter season is about, new life. So I hope you have a wonderful, shame-free week. Right, Toto? Cone no more. We're done with it. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.